We're at the 2-minute mark in a tie game. Here's Redick. Shot clock at 5. Redick with 3 on the timer. Drives, now puts it off. And hits! It's a 2 by Redick, but what a shot.
Averaging a career playoff high, over 20. That is a huge shot.
He'd been struggling from the floor prior to that make. Here's Tatum trying to answer. He does, the rookie out of Duke. 20 years old, 19 points.
Didn't look like he had security of the basketball. It looked like Simmons had knocked it free briefly.
If he gets over 20 for the 5th straight game, he'd be the first Celtic ever in the playoffs to accomplish that feat. Timer at 6. Embiid guarded by Horford. Takes the jumper, too strong, and Boston has it.
And Tatum defensively wouldn't let Redick get the basketball. Great deny, so consecutive trips up the floor by Tatum. 2 terrific plays.
Rozier defended by Simmons. Shot clock at 8 for Tatum. Horford, 4 on the shot clock. Horford for 3, no, and Simmons gets the rebound. Tied at 85. Bellinelli into the paint. A lot of contact and a foul is called. Bellinelli will go to the line. The 11th-year pro out of Italy, playing in his 55th career playoff game with 9 different teams. A great free throw shooter with a chance to give his team the lead. Marcus Smart just fouled out as you look at Redick's jumper from a moment ago.
Marcus Smart stood up defensively. And then Tatum, it almost looked like Simmons got a hand on that basketball. The concentration against a guy who's 6'10", checking you.
But again, Smart just fouled out. That is a huge loss, as good as he's been in the 4th quarter, as Bellinelli gets the first free throw. Baines has 5 fouls. He's on the bench. Bellinelli to make it a 2-point game. Celtics have 2 timeouts left. Brad Stevens will hold on to them here. Sixers have a foul to give. 41.2 in the clock. Jaylen Brown driving on Simmons, trying to go baseline, lost the ball. Morris now with 10 to shoot. Morris pulls up over Simmons. They're going to wave it off, and a timeout was called by Brad Stevens. Back in a moment with 8 to shoot. Celtics down 2 here in Game 3, leading the series 2-0. These teams have played each other over 100 playoff games. This is certainly going to go down as one of the best games. Consider all the great ones they've had, obviously in the 80s, all those conference finals matchups. What do you expect here with 8 on the shot clock for the Celtics with possession down 2?
That last possession, Bellinelli was checking Jason Tatum. I'm curious to see if that's the matchup coming out, and will they attack Bellinelli? Really smart play by Marcus Smart right there. When he caught the ball under duress, he had the presence of mind to look at the clock. There were 12, so he knew he didn't have to rush a shot opportunity, and that's when Brad elected to have the timeout call.
Yeah, that was Marcus Morris there, did that, and Smart is fouled out of the game, so it's going to be Tatum, Horford, Jaylen Brown, Morris, and Rozier for the Celtics.
Did I call him Marcus Smart again? Yep. Yeah, I keep doing that, but Marcus Morris, really smart play.
Ilyasova, McConnell, Simmons, Redick, and Embiid on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, so you get McConnell back in for the defensive purposes.
Lob inside, Brown catches and puts it in to tie the game at 87. What a play out of the timeout. The Sixers have a timeout left. We'll see if they use it. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds to go in regulation. Brett Brown calls out the play. Here's Redick with 8 seconds to go. And Redick, a loose ball, picked up by Rozier. They got a breakaway. Rozier to Brown. He puts it in with 1.7 left. A tragic turnover by Philadelphia leads to a layup on the other end and perhaps a 3-0 series lead. Philly calls a timeout. They will be able to advance the basketball.
Boy, J.J. Redick. He is going to make the pass. He, I think, was anticipating Ben being prepared for the catch. And instead, Ben has his back to him. And my goodness gracious, Rozier wisely picks it up. They get a numbered opportunity. Easy.
Wow.
I mean, Redick looked like Simmons gave it up, and he was supposed to get it right back, but Ben wasn't thinking that way at all.
And how about Rozier here? Very calmly waits for his teammate to come free, makes the right play to get the easy two. And now again they can advance with 1.7.
And you got plenty of time here. You can get a very good look. Think about how quickly Boston just scored, entering it to their best athlete on the post. Easy opportunity for Jaylen Brown.
See if it's a 2 or 3-point attempt here for Philadelphia. Do they go for the win? Do they go for best and first available shot? How many passes can you get before you got to hoist it? Simmons will inbound. 1.7 seconds remaining in regulation. Sixers down 2.
Bellinelli back in for McConnell for the offensive possession.
Philly out of timeouts. Here's Bellinelli. Catch and shoot, and it's good! They rule it a 2, and we're going to overtime. Marco Bellinelli sends it to an extra session. They've mobbed the floor here, but they've again ruled it a 2. They're going to go to the monitor to see if the call on the floor was correct. I think the Sixers thought the game was over. They thought they won the game with a 3, but it was called a 2 on the floor. Imagine if this has changed to a 3.
So Brett Brown down the stretch, flipping McConnell for defense, Bellinelli for offense. He comes in the ball game with 1.7 to do just this, Dave.
And that's a 2. His foot was on the line. His foot was over the line there, so they called it correctly on the floor. Here's a better look. Yep, clearly a 2. So we're going to overtime. Wow.
Got to sweep the confetti off the floor.
Yeah.
How about that degree of difficulty?
Bellinelli with the big points down the stretch. I mean, Rozier doing everything he can, even grab his jersey to keep him from getting free. And here's the other thing you got to think about now, assuming that this stays a 2-pointer and we go to overtime. No Marcus Smart. Baines has 5 fouls. Jaylen Brown has 4. The Celtics have lost so many guys to injury, and now they've lost one of their key guys, Marcus Smart, to foul trouble. Do they have enough to take a 3-0 series lead, especially after that shot by Bellinelli? Going to take a while to get the confetti off the floor here in Philadelphia, as we've got overtime coming after Marco Bellinelli hits a baseline jumper, ruled on the floor as a 2, confirmed by replay as a 2.
The confetti is actually still coming down from the. There's a ton of it.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah.